What's going on, y'all? And tonight we're gonna be coming at you with a quick one. We just gonna be talking about at least my favorite live action Batman. Um, I don't think I'm gonna be like ranking them per se. I'm just gonna be like listing them off more or less. I mean, I'm not like I have certain days where like I say like, oh, this is the best one, or this is the best one, or this is the best one. So I kind of just mention them all. You know what I mean? Um, I have like top three, but I do have an honorable mention, and I will just get right into that. The honorable mention I'm gonna have to drop right here is Michael Keaton, and I say that because when it comes to Michael Keaton's Batman, his version of Batman stands the test of time. I mean, the guy who did Nightmare Before Christmas did a Batman movie, and that is the movie with Michael Keaton. So, it in his own way, he's iconic, and I mean, you can't just not mention him. If you ask me, I mean, he's always got to get a name drop. Sorry, it's just what it is. So yeah, Michael Keaton definitely hits that honorable mention, and I mean, even in the Flash movie, like he was moving like a motherfucking unit. Like it's amazing how like he's still able to move like that. Like he's very dedicated to this character. You could tell that very much. But moving on, I'm gonna mention Christian Bale real quick. Christian Bale is I'm not gonna lie, I grew up with Christian Bale, you know what I'm saying? Like cause Batman Begins came out in like 2004, 2005, something like that. And I was like very young when I seen his Batman do what he was doing. What really solidified him as Batman was Batman Begins, right? Like that was his movie. And then The Dark Knight rolls around, and it's like that's his movie as well, but it's like the show was stolen from him. You know what I mean? And it's like there's nothing wrong with that because it happens with a lot of other characters when it comes to the comic book films. But he had the Joker to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I mean, the way I see it, when it comes to his Batman, I feel like there's quite a few things that people didn't like, which was his voice, the new suit upgrades he got, and the way he was fighting. Um, I feel I'm not gonna say like, oh, they were wrong or they're not paying attention to the movie. I'm not gonna say it like that, but like there's reasons why it went the way they did. You know what I mean? Like Christopher Nolan wanted to give Batman do an upgraded suit for Batman. I feel like because that's just something that he would do. And I mean, I feel like it made sense for the time. It definitely fit for the time that it was. You know what I mean? I don't really have like a beef with the Batman Begins suit and the Dark Knight suit. You know what I mean? I don't really have a beef with that. It's just what it is. Um, yeah, Christian Bale definitely. You know, what I mean? I feel like he solidified his role as Batman when it came to those three movies. You know what I mean? Like he was by all rights and measurements Batman. So yeah, that's why he made my list. And we're gonna move on to the next one. I'm gonna drop Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck I have to bring up because one, he assembled the Justice League. Two, he fought Superman and won. Three, it's Ben Affleck. I mean, come on, what the fuck? Four, the warehouse fight scene. Five, the drip. Six, the Mercedes Benz. I mean, I could keep going. I like. Do I really need to keep going? Like, come on, guys. But anyways, yeah, no, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Even though his Batman was very controversial, he was doing things that were not Batman. You know, they were not up to Batman's code, right? Like using guns and killing. I understand that shit is it's against the rules when it comes to writing Batman stories. But here's what I'll say, and you guys know how I feel about BVS. When it comes to Batman and BVS, that was probably one of the only things that were done right. Like in terms of like the writing that it is, like the best part about the writing was Batman. So that's what I'll say. I'll probably do another BVS video explaining about that because I feel like my video recently, a couple days ago that I posted, it didn't really do him justice or the movie justice. I'm not saying I was trying to, but like I didn't really talk about what I really wanted to talk about. Like I didn't nearly get out what I wanted to get out. I just wanted to try to make something quick for you guys, and yeah, I that was it. But we'll see in the future. We'll talk about, at least like what go more into detail about what I mean about the best part about that being Ben Affleck's Batman. But closing this part of the segment out, I say Ben Affleck because you know right now he's getting the recognition and like his Batman is getting traction, but um, it's also the way he portrays the character. He nails the persona of Batman and Bruce flawlessly, 100%, no doubt, full stop. Like, I mean, the way he looks, acts, what he does, that's all subjective, but it's clear that, there was a reason why, whoever casted him saw what they saw, like, because he was actually very dedicated to this Batman shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was very interested in doing this role. You could tell. So, yeah, that's why he makes this list. And final part of the segment, like I said, this is not in order. This is just, this is just the order that I went in because it's like oldest to newest. It is what it is. So, yeah, the as you can see, Robert Pattinson's Batman. So I'm not gonna lie to you. The one thing that actually, like, the first thing that I liked when I first saw this motherfucker on screen was how when this motherfucker stepped, like, it actually sounded like armor hitting the ground, right? Like it, and the way Matt Reeves described it like every time Batman walks, it's like the cowboy's spurs walking, it's like the cowboy with his spurs walking into the saloon type shit, right? I didn't really get that feeling at all, but I understood what he meant. But what I felt was like it felt like it was parts of the BVS Ben Affleck suit when he went to go fight Superman. It felt like there was parts of that broken down and consolidated into this nice piece of armor that this motherfucker can just put on that's weaved into fabric. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it feels to me. I mean, actually now actually looking at it, really don't seem it's like that, but it's like yo, it seemed it just felt like this motherfucker had some weight to him. You know what I mean? And it's like that's the intimidation part that you got to nail when it comes to Batman. You got to nail it all the way down to the footsteps. And Matt Reeves understood that. Matt Reeves definitely understood that. That's why, I really love that movie, The Batman, because the way that he is described, depicted, and shown in that movie is, how I imagine him. And I mean, this is also a second year Batman. Like this is a Batman with 2 years on the job. We never really seen that before. You know what I mean? I mean, like in a way we have Christian Bale's Batman, but really thinking about it, we never seen somebody who like went into this but isn't really that far into it in terms of experience and years. And it's again, it's very interesting to see somebody like Bruce Wayne Batman in that period of time. You know what I'm saying? And also what's going on around Gotham. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's just it's very interesting and captivating to me. That's why he at least had to make this list. He also, like, without even saying it, like, he fits like the mystique and the mysterious, who is this motherfucker vibe. Like he, his face gives that off. I don't know. It's something about it. It's definitely hitting though. But I mean, like I said, this is what I mean when it comes to, nailing Batman. You gotta make sure that, like he looks like Batman more than just like actually looks like him. Like you gotta make sure he feels like Batman. You know what I mean? Like you can't just put some guy in a bat suit and think that everything's gonna be fine. No. He's gotta give off that feeling, give off that energy that you don't really know who he is. You feel like you know who he is, but you really don't. You know what I mean? And I think again, this version of Batman fits that. But I think that's gonna be do it. Wow. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for this video. Any support is appreciated. I really do fucking appreciate you. What do you think? Who's your favorite fucking Batman? Is it even in live action? Is it not? Do you even like Batman? If not, what the fuck are you doing here? Meet me outside on the Gotham rooftop, motherfucker. Other than that, I'll see y'all in Gotham.